At first, I will explain about the list of extracurricular activities. The extracurricular activities is divided into three main branches. The first one is the uniform troops, such as the Scouts. Next is academic association, such as language association. We also have the hobby and recreation clubs, such as astronomy club. Other than that, we have service association, such as adventure club. For the sport and games, we have badminton club.
Today, I want to talk about school curriculum implementation scheme. The first one, establish of school curriculum management and coordination committee. Second, analysis and set the vision, mission of curriculum activities. Third, study and identify strength and weakness in curriculum activities. 4. Provide basic administrative requirements. 5. Updating inventory and office suppliers. 6. Provide the basic necessities and facilities. 7. Preparing the planning and schedule for curriculum activities. 8. Coordinate club activity based on the objective of each club. 9. Reviewing the implementation document by each execution. 10. Preparing the curriculum annual report.
I will continue to present about issues in the implementation of co-curriculum activities in schools. The implementation of co-curriculum activities in school is increasingly encouraging, especially if evaluated from the perspective of integrated and comprehensive education. Some of the activities carried out not based on clear information and are less effective in realizing the concept of knowledge and skill across the curriculum or the universalize of knowledge, experience and skills. The activities that can be implemented also do not provide many opportunities for students to gain knowledge, experience and skills in a hands-on manner, that is by making and experiencing it themselves, in line with the principle of contextual learning. For the reason, the involvement and participation of administrators, teachers and students in the implementation of extracurricular activities in schools still needs to be increased. The notion that extracurricular activities are not as important as extracurricular activities still hampers the commitment of most administrators, teachers, students and their parents, not to mention when the society prioritizes the academic success and cognitive development of students too much.
Today I will talk about changes implementation of co-curriculum in school. For increased performance implementation in school, we need to take a few action and modification. Firstly, diversify association and activities co-curriculum in school. From this context, we need to establish various new associations. This strategy is important to ensure widest opportunity to students participate and engage in activities that they interested. Also to testing leadership ability of each student. Secondly, change all people perception about co-curriculum. This strategy is important to implement widely and continuously with the aim of raising awareness that extracurricular activities contribute to the development of humanity in terms of knowledge, skills and others.
I will talk about carry out co-curriculum activities throughout the year. So, continuous implementation of co-curricular activities with systematic and organized planning based on objective and goal first. On the other hand, this continuous implement ensure that the students reach their representative maturity levels gradually through longer training. Another important effect is the maximization of the use of basic equipment and facilities, which indirectly leads to saving and cost effectiveness. Next subtopic is forming a lively co-curriculum activities atmosphere. This lively and conducive situation needs to be created so that the activities are carried out openly by involving the role of many parties, whether as participants, supporters, or so on. In line with this effort involving parents or guardians, professional unions, government agencies and private parties, on the basis of partnership and consensus need to be intensified. So activities such as the annual sport festival, and others need to be implemented with maximum participation from various parties.
Okay, now I want to present the next point. The next point is using a modern, informative, and complete documentation system. Through an update documentation system, the progress and activation and weakness of an association can be detected, and then appropriate follow-up action can be formulated and implemented quickly and effectively. The next point is carry out effective and continuous monitoring. This strategy is important to ensure that the curricular activities carried out in the school comply with the program, carried out according to the established procedure.
We continue our presentation. In order to implement strategies to improve the performance of co-curricular implementation, number of teachers who have skills, commitment, and efficiency need to be increased. Accordingly, training programs at both internal and external levels need to be implemented. Among the aspects that need to be improved among teachers include the following. The first one is management skills. There are teachers who lack the skills to manage and administer an association, organization, such as methods or procedures for drafting association constitutions. The second one is self-confidence. This element of self-confidence functions as a guide and facilitator in an activity. This aspect may be related to lack of experience, knowledge, and information. The third one is planning skills. The basis of planning is important. There are still teachers who are weak in pragmatic and focused planning, only carry out an activity on an ad hoc basis or as directed. Next is understanding of procedures and rules. Through this, there are still teachers who do not know the various rules that have been decided by the Malaysian Ministry of Education, the State Education Department, the District Education Office, and even by school itself regarding the establishment of an association.
Next is the communication skills. The teachers are unable to create cooperation among other teachers or students due to their weaknesses in this aspect. The next one is the effectiveness as a source of information. The teachers are unable to give effective guidelines or advices to their students because of the lack of this aspect. Other than that is the implementation skills. Due to the lack of these skills, teachers are unable to create a systematic workflow, status chart, and checklist. The next one is the ability to produce paperworks. The teachers should be proficient in carrying out written planning as guidance document and supporting documents to get the approval. And the last one is performance and leadership practices. An uncharismatic teacher will face some problems to develop a particular organization that they lead. This aspect is important to determine the organization progress in the school.